Alright, hello everyone, welcome to another video. If you didn't read the title, or you decided, just to click on this video randomly because you saw the thumbnail, welcome, I hope you enjoy, and, here's how this is gonna go down. See, today we're doing what if Deku and Kurama, what if Deku had Kurama sealed inside of him, or what if Kurama was sealed within Deku. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Red, it's been done a lot of times before. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna do it my way. And my way is the fun way. You know me. Now, the way I'm going to do it is when Izuku was little, his before he was born, his parents went on a vacation. They went to an ancient ancient abandoned village in Japan that has gone unexplored. So they decided, hey, we're gonna go explore it. Get our names out there, become bosses. Little did they know this is a horrible idea. But anyway, screw it. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, it's no longer just gonna be, you know what, you'll figure it out later. Anyway, so they start exploring this village. They see 9 statues. 9 statues about, they're like tiki statues about, like, I don't know. Hold on. Like like a foot tall. I know. Kind of small, but cut me some slack. They're like, what are these statues? They start looking around them. They notice some of them, they look like mixtures of animals. One looks like a slug. One looks like a slug. Another one looks like a bull octopus. Another one looks like a cat, but made of sand. No, not a cat. A bear made out of sand. Another one looks like a flaming cat. One looks like a very spiky turtle. Also, I don't remember any of their names besides probably like 2. One, oh god, what's the 4th one? Hold on. I'll be right back. One a goat, and a slug, and like I said, and the last one is a red fox. Now, you probably, those who watch Naruto are probably like, wait a dang minute. You not about to, I am about to watch. So they notice wherever Inko goes, it seems like the eyes are tracked onto her stomach. The reason is Izuku, how should I say this? His chakra, his life, his vital, his life force is extremely low. Like, I'm talking, if he's born, even like a day early, he has a high chance of dying. Oh no, what the what? Huh? Excuse me? Don't do that. My door is broken. What the what? Sorry guys, hold on. I'm moving stuff. Ow, fudge, I hit my elbow. Okay. Yeah, I still need y'all's help to come up with an intro, so if one of you could make me one, that'd be really fire of you. That'd be real cash money. Anyway, so Midoriya then is like, not Midoriya. So Inko is like, maybe we should take them back to our place and have them study. You know. And, I'm gonna change something. David Shield is Izuku's dad, so Militia Shield is off the menu for ships. He's like, amazing idea, you know. So what's the plan? So they take him back to get studied, and, you know, while they were studying him, no, wait, they don't go back to study him, I'm stupid, hold on. They accidentally, you know, knock one over. And it is the raccoon dog, or the bear one, you know, the one-tails. I think its name is Shuiketsu? I suck at pronunciation. I'll go look up their names in a little bit. I don't remember all of their names. You know, and then once it shatters, you know, it immediately, it turns into like this brownish energy, I guess. Like a sand color, you know, like light brownish energy, and all of it starts flying towards Inko. You know, it hits her stomach. Nothing happens. She says she feels fine. You know, they go back, they get her checked out. She's fine. They brought the other containers with them. You know, she's completely fine. The baby, you know, the doctors are surprised. The baby, it's growing, you know, its life signs are perfect. That's weird. It looks as if it should be delivered now, but it's still off by a few months. Well, how's that possible? Maybe whatever you think hit you in the stomach wasn't aiming for you. What if it was aiming for your son? 'Cause look, you know, they start doing a, what's it called? Whatever it is when you, check to see if your baby is a boy or a girl. Yeah, they do one of those. I forget what it's called. Even though I have 5 siblings, I forget what it's called, and I've been to pretty much every single one, that my mom's had. Ultrasound. Okay, they do an ultrasound on Inko, and they notice that he has a marking on his, eye. Yeah, like, no, not his eye. They notice he has a mark on his chest. You know the seal that Gar has? Yeah, it's that. Now you may be wondering, wait. Are you about to give him... Yes. Well, how's that gonna... Don't worry about it. I will figure this out. Trust me, it's going to be ingenious. Now, Inko is like, what's that marking? You know. Now, the reason the marking appeared is because the Biju, or the, jinjuriki... Hey, out, recording, leave, I'm recording, leave. You broke my door. You broke my door, the hinges are coming off.
That's your fault.
No, it's your fault, you broke it. You broke it.
That's your fault.
Go away.
You broke your own door.
You broke my door, I'm at you, go away.
You skinny boy. You look like a Slender in Roblox.
Back up so I can shut my door. I don't want
If
you.
y'all know what a Slender is in Roblox, tell them it.
Shh. You're loud. My lord. Anyway, getting back to the video. Now, when Midoriya is eventually born, you know, for some reason they noticed most of, you know, One of the doctors had, brought a rock for some reason. It immediately turned into sand. They're like, when they got close to Midoriya, they're like, what? Hold on, does he already have his quirk? How is that possible? One of the doctors brings metal near him. It slowly starts turning into sand. They're like, okay, hold on, get a rock. Go get a rock from outside. Okay, and one of the nurses is like, okay, they run outside, go grab a rock, bring it in, and bring it close to Midoriya. The rock almost immediately turns to sand once the nurse puts it down. They're like, huh, is this his quirk? Is he able to turn things into sand? Then they notice the sand starts flying towards him. And they're like, what? What's going on now? It creates an extra layer. Is he making armor out of the sand? They're like, huh. They call up his mom. They're like, Miss Midoriya, we think your child has already developed his quirk. Really? What is it? For some reason, he has the ability to manipulate sand, make it float, so we believe it's some sort of telekinesis. It's a mutation of yours. She's like, huh. Hold on. She realizes that she remembers when the statue fell, it immediately turned into sand. So she was wondering, did it have something to do with the statue? She's like, well, is the mark still on it? Yes, it hasn't left. We suppose it's a birthmark, but we can't be sure. Now, you may be wondering, well, how is he going to unseal them all? Don't worry. It's going to work out. Just trust. Trust in me, my son. Trust in me, my children. Just believe in me. Believe in your king. Anyway. So, eventually Midoriya does get to come home. By the time he's 3, he immediately starts hearing the other, Biju? Hold on. I'll be right back. He hears the other tailed beasts, calling him, So he starts walking over in that direction. He sees them all just sitting, on a counter in his dad's room. So he walks over and he picks up the two-tailed one. He tries to open it. He's like, can't open. Open! Open! He hears a voice in his head say, Sand Crush. Sand Crush? As the sand armor that he has on his body, he subconsciously created the armor. He knows it's there, but he doesn't know he can do anything besides protect himself with it. So the sand from the armor starts engulfing the statue, and it crushes it. Once the sand dissipates, the statue falls to the ground and shatters. It's like, Midoriya's like, ah! No. Ah, I didn't mean to break. Adorable baby scared noises. As a blue fire-like energy flies up and hits Midoriya in the chest. It's like, oh, I feel funny. I feel warm. As the statue immediately ignites, disappearing. They walk in and see that there is scorch marks on the ground. They notice the fire cat statue is gone. So, David Shield's like, Izuku, what happened? And he says, I pick up. I hear words, Sand, something. Sand ate it, broke it. Now feel funny. Jesus. His body heat's spiking. No. Are you okay? Go lay down. He's like, no. Others want help. Huh? Others say out. What are you saying? The others want out. Other animal. Animal. Are you talking about the statues? What do you mean they want out? They say help, want out. I want to be a hero, so I want to let them out. Midoriya, Izuku, I think you're hearing things. No, I tell truth. Look. He picks up the third one. See? You hear it? You say help. Let me out. Let me out. Bake. Open. Save. Grant you strength. I did it to the other one and I started feeling funny. After a blue light came out. Blue light? Midoriya? Open another one. You know, Inko says this, and David's like, Inko! I just want to test a theory. Open another one, Izuku. Okay, I opened this one. You know, it's, the third tailed beast. Oh god, I'm gonna need to remember all their names. Screw me. Dude, I need to find my notebook. I'm just gonna write them all down. Use that as a reference or something. So then he holds it in his hand, and he hears a different voice in his head say, engulfing flame. Engulfing flame. You know, as the thing gets covered in blue fire, that instantly starts cracking it. You know, Midoriya drops it, it shatters, and then the totem turns, or the tiki figure turns into, you know, water, as a gray energy flies out and hits Midoriya in the chest, as he says, that feels better. I knew it! You know, shoot. David Shield says, what do you mean you knew it? What did you know? These things are what's causing our son to have such amazing powers. How he was able to manifest a quirk early. Whatever these things are, they're giving him strength. Yeah, I think so. I want you to open them all and concentrate. Open all. Okay. You know. He opens them all one by one, you know. Pretty simple. But when he gets to the 9 tails, the jinjuriki, not the jinjuriki, the tail beasts are like, careful, he's angered, he's very mad. He's like, I got it. You know, he picks it up, you know, and then he hears Kurama's voice. Let me out! Let me out! Ow, my head hurts. He's like, okay, scary fox. You know, he lets Kurama out. And the moment it hits the ground, it starts to bubble. You know, it starts to... Oh god, what element is Kurama? I know one's sand, one's fire, one's magma, one's water, one's bubbles, another one's water, so is Kurama just another fire one? I don't know. I'm gonna say it just explodes with a very dark, not dark red, but a very bright fire. No, yeah. A very dark fire. And then, you know, a really big orb flies up and hits him in the chest. He's like, oh, that hurt. Ow. Now, Midoriya has absorbed all of the tailed beasts. Yeah. Now, when Midoriya, he gets older, he learns how to use their abilities. He learns that he can create a nearly impenetrable armor using some of the tailed beast's abilities. He has learned all their names, but, he calls them from... He calls them by their tails. He says, 1 tails, 2 tails, 3 tails, 4 tails, 5 tails, 6 tails, 7 tails, 8 tails, and 9 tails. I know, it's really stupid. I'm sorry, because I don't remember their names. Now, Midoriya does have to go to anger management. Just a little bit, And he is able to let them out and run around. And there is just, his entire body is just, all across his body is just one really big seal. It even goes all over his face. You can see them, when he starts getting angry, you can see the seal covering his body start appearing. And, he immediately starts calming back down, because that's what the seal was meant to do. Now, if you're wondering, how did he get his seal? Well, when he absorbed all the tailed beasts, his parents found an ancient scroll in the same area where they found the totems, and they used it on him and then hid the scroll with the key. So yeah, he has a seal even stronger than Naruto's seal. So basically, he is the 10 tails, because he has the power of all the 9 tails. Now, I do have an idea. Never mind, that'd be dumb. Anyway. I mean, if you want me to, I can give him the powers of the 6 paths. As soon as he's able to completely understand all of the jinjuriki. Not the jinjuriki. All of the tailed beasts, he would be able to unlock a 6 paths form. Right? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Anyway. So, Midoriya then states, but eventually, now we're going to do a bit of a time skip. He's now in middle school, and he's getting beat up by Bakugo and all them. The tailed beasts here, they feel that they're under attack, so they go on the offensive. They go on the defensive. So they, all contribute their chakra to create, a barrier, a chakra barrier. Now, what it looks like is, the Kyuubi cloak? Yeah, basically that's what they do. That's what they make. The Kyuubi cloak. Now, once they make the Kyuubi cloak, it's extremely thick. And you can see certain markings along the tail, because there's 9 tails in total, 1 from each of the jinjuriki. Even Kurama supplied some of his chakra. Now, if you're wondering, each tail, if a jinjuriki has 1 tail, like, let's start with the raccoon dog thing, Shigetsu, I think that's his name. He has 1 tail, so that means the second tailed beast is 2 times as strong. The third tailed beast is 2 times stronger than the second, and then it just goes up from there. Okay? Does that make sense? So, from the first and we all know the first tail beast is pretty strong. It's not as strong as the two tails, but you know, it's pretty strong. I'm pretty sure I got more screen time than the two tails too. Oof, oof, that's a burn. Anyway, yes, he will be able to let them out in tiny or really big forms, but you know, it's whatever. Now, getting into the story, the actual, you know, story. So it's the sludge villain incident. You know, Midoriya cloaks up. You know, he starts running around it. You know, he has learned how to do attacks using the Jinchuriki's powers. So, along with having the sand armor or the sand skin, you know, once he hits the ground, you know, the sludge villain will throw him to the other side. And once he hits the ground, he touches the ground, covering it in suds. And then he changes the composition of the suds to oil. You know, and then he lights it up on fire. You know, and then he slams both of his hands onto the ground, creating a giant mist cloud. You know, he runs over and, you know, kicks the sludge villain. And, you know, the sludge villain tries to swing at him, but it doesn't work because it gets caught by some of the tails and thrown over Izuku's shoulder. You know, then Midoriya starts puking lava. Because Sangoku, the Four Tails. You know. And then he creates a mini cage out of lava. You know, Sludge Villain does try to escape. But Izuku, you know, he slams his right hand to the ground this time, onto the ground, and it, you know, a bunch of water sprays out and engulfs the Sludge Villain. I'll be right back. I gotta go use the restroom. But you can have the Nine Tails variant, which is the strongest because it uses all 9 of the tails. Or if he wants to give the others a break, you know, he can use the One Tails variant. He can use one tail from any of the Jinchuriki, or one of each tail from the Jinchuriki, or all of the tails from a Jinchuriki. Basically, if he's using the 9 tails, he can activate a One Tails variant of the Biju Cloak. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. The Tailed Beast Cloak. Or he can have all 9 of the 9, you know, all 9 tails version of the cloak from Kurama. Or one of each tails from each one of the Jinchuriki. Okay? So, getting back to the video. Oh, my head hurts so bad. So, again, Midoriya, you know, he's like, well, you're welcome for catching him for you, All Might. I'm so glad to meet you. Do you think I can become a hero with my really, really weird power? And, you know, he's like, tell you what, since you have such a strong... No, He says, can I be a hero without having a quirk? And, All Might saying, but you do. This is an incredibly powerful one. It's like, no, this is something I've had since I was born. I broke something, and I've had these powers ever since. Huh. Well, that's odd, but okay. Sure. I'm not sure then. Because... Oh, crap. Okay. Got it. Okay. So basically, All Might says, I don't know. You might be able to. But at the moment, I'm not quite sure. Tell you what, you meet me at Dagobah Beach in a few days. It's like, sure, All Might, And, God, how long is this?